So welcome to the first episode of this new series. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a while, don't panic, don't freak out. It's the same exact content. I'm just putting it in a more organized way, so everything's kind of in one place. Kind of like organizing my thoughts, but yeah. So welcome to, the first episode of Thought Space Thinking. I hope you enjoy this episode. It's the first episode, so we'll see how this goes. And today I'm talking about loneliness and how I kind of dealt with loneliness during middle school and high school. And well, we'll see if this goes well, and hopefully you'll be able to take something out of it. So, to give you some context, way back in, from very far back, I've always been an introvert. If you haven't seen my content before, and this is the first time you've seen any of it, I'm an introvert. I like my space, my alone time. I like to recharge after any social interaction. Doesn't matter how small or big it is, I need some time to recharge. And I've always enjoyed that. And so way back in elementary school, I had two friends. We had like a friend group, and it was three of us, including me. And we really enjoyed our company. We went to each other's places, each other's houses. It was great. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed elementary school. It kept going. The friendships developed. We got closer and closer. We have some really fond memories of them. Then middle school came, and we sort of, split paths in a sense. They grew. Obviously, I grew as well, but they grew mentally and all of that, and they connected with more people, made new friends. I was never very great in the department of making new friends, so I kind of stayed in my own bubble, hoping that they would come back at some point or stuff. It's not like they abandoned me, but more like they grew and they got new friends, and I wasn't great at making new friends. So I did distance myself, because I was hoping that we'd still have our three friend group or a close group and that would be it. But reality had other plans. So they got new friends, they got closer to other classmates, and I kind of stayed by myself. Part of me regrets doing that, honestly, because I wish I had connected more, but the other part of me is glad that I stayed by myself, alone, because I learned a lot of lessons from being alone. And I would say I gained some kind of strength from being alone. Obviously, being with people is great, don't get me wrong. I enjoy being with people at times, not all the time, hence introvert. But yeah, at some point in high school, well, I guess in a way it got to a point where it became my norm, where every day after school I kind of just leave class, walk home by myself. If you think about it, yeah, it's kind of sad, but that's just how it was. That's what it was. Then high school came, and I decided, okay, you know what? This is high school. It's kind of a fresh start, so to speak. I don't want this to continue on, so I'm gonna reach out to them again. And the first thing I did was apologize, at least to the one closest to me, about distancing myself in all of middle school and not reaching out and being closed off and all of that. And he said it was fine. It was totally fine with him. Like, obviously he did wish I had reached out, but he realized that I was distancing myself, and he wanted to give me the space I needed. And I really truly appreciated that from him, because yes, it would be nice if he reached out too, but I think I did need that space to actually reflect and look back inwardly to myself and actually notice some things about myself and figure my bits out, so to speak. And so after all of that happened, we got back together as friends. I connected with people that I wasn't necessarily enemies with, but I just didn't talk as much with them, and we actually became a close group of friends. And even now, till this day, even though we don't talk much, we're still pretty close to an extent. So yeah, hopefully this it's kind of a ramble, I guess, but with dealing with loneliness, sometimes it can really help to just reach out and take that step. It's gonna be awkward. Trust me, it's gonna be awkward. It was very awkward for me, but trust me, it's gonna be awkward, but you'll be fine. You'll be okay. More often than not, sometimes we're just so scared about reaching out and how it'll be perceived, and we might get rejected. And I will admit, it doesn't always work out. It's not always a clean cut, mesh back together, everything's fine. But at the same time, there are times where it really does work out and really works well. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Thought Space Thinking, and do let me know what you thought about it in the comments. And well, I normally don't ask for this, but subscribe if you want to. Yeah. With all that being said, I'll see you in a bit. Take care.